Ladies and gentlemen, viewers across the UK, pensioners, families, carers, and every household depending on that vital support from the Department for Work and Pensions, today's news is one of reassurance, stability, and certainty at a time when so much else in life feels uncertain. The DWP has confirmed that all state pension and benefit payments for September 2025 will be made exactly as scheduled. No delays, no disruptions, and no changes caused by bank holidays or system backlogs. And that confirmation is not just routine, it is a lifeline for millions. Welcome to Pensioners Power, your trusted source for everything you need to know about pensions, retirement planning, and financial wellness. Here, we cover the latest news, expert insights, and essential updates to help you maximize your retirement years. Whether it's understanding pension schemes, making the most of your savings, or staying informed about financial changes, you're in the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Now, let's jump right into today's topic. Let's start with the details, because clarity matters here. Payments are always scheduled according to the last two digits of your national insurance number. That means, if your NI number ends in 0 to 19, your payment is due on Monday. If it ends in 20 to 39, you'll be paid on Tuesday. If it ends in 40 to 59, you'll receive your money on Wednesday. If it ends in 60 to 79, your payment will arrive on Thursday. And finally, numbers ending 80 to 99 will see their funds land on Friday. This system allows the DWP to spread payments throughout the week, keeping things running smoothly and ensuring banks aren't overloaded. And this September, unlike some other months, there are no bank holidays to interfere. That means the schedule is rock solid. Every pensioner, every claimant, can breathe a little easier knowing that their money will arrive exactly when it should. Now, some people might look at this and say, well, isn't that just how it's supposed to be? And of course, in theory, yes. But let's not underestimate how crucial this reliability is, especially right now. In September 2025, households are under more strain than ever. Utility bills are climbing again as energy companies push up tariffs ahead of winter. Food prices have remained stubbornly high, no relief at the checkout tills despite months of promises. Rents in towns and cities across the UK have continued to rise, stretching younger families, carers, and pensioners who rent privately. And even those who own their homes outright are not immune because council tax, insurance premiums, and maintenance costs are all moving upwards too. For a household living on a fixed income, like a state pension or benefits, that pressure is suffocating. Every direct debit becomes a source of worry. Every trip to the supermarket forces tough decisions. Every rising bill tightens the squeeze. That's why knowing your pension or benefit payment is guaranteed to land on the exact date you expect is so powerful. It removes one of the biggest fears, uncertainty. Because when you can rely on that money, you can plan. You can line up your rent payment. You can budget your weekly food shop. You can make sure the electricity stays on and the heating can be used when the nights turn cold. And make no mistake, the timing of this reassurance matters. September is a pivotal month in the financial calendar for millions of UK households. It's the month when we begin shifting into autumn mode. The evenings grow darker earlier. The heating starts to click on in more homes. The wardrobes change, with coats, jumpers, and boots replacing summer clothes. And at the same time, preparations quietly begin for the end of the year, the most expensive stretch of all, as winter and Christmas approach. So, for pensioners and benefit recipients, September's on-time payments are not just routine, they're the foundation for the months ahead. They are the steady ground on which households can build their budgets for autumn and winter. And let's not forget, it's not just the state pension that's being paid. September's payments include the state pension itself, the main source of income for millions of retirees. Pension credit, which tops up lower incomes. Disability benefits, such as personal independence payment, disability living allowance, and attendance allowance. Carers allowance, supporting those who dedicate their lives to looking after loved ones. Every one of these payments is vital, and everyone will arrive on time. But why is this such headline news? Let's paint a picture. Imagine a pensioner living alone. Their rent is due on the first of the month, their electricity bill mid-month, and their food shop needs to happen weekly. Without that pension payment landing exactly when expected, everything collapses. They might have to choose between paying rent or buying groceries. They might face the stress of bounced direct debits, bank charges, or even the fear of debt collectors. But when the payment lands on time, stability is restored. The rent is paid. The fridge can be stocked. The heating can be switched on when needed. That consistency is not just financial, it's emotional. It brings dignity, peace of mind, and the ability to live without fear. Reliability, in this context, is one of the most underrated forms of support. It doesn't grab headlines like a new bonus payment or a huge benefit reform, but it quietly underpins everything. Because it doesn't matter how generous a payment is, if it doesn't arrive when people need it most. And September's confirmation goes further. These payments already reflect the April 2025 uprating, when the government applied the annual increase to pensions and benefits. Thanks to the triple lock, pensions rose once again, keeping them in line with inflation and wage growth. Other benefits rose in line with inflation too. Without that increase, the gap between rising prices and fixed incomes would have been unbearable. But let's be real, even with those increases, inflation has continued to eat away at household budgets. Energy companies have announced further tariff adjustments heading into the colder months. Food bills remain high, rents continue to climb, and many pensioners are left wondering how much further their money can stretch. That's why on-time payments matter so much. Because when your finances are tight, predictability is everything. Knowing that your money will land on Wednesday if your NI number ends in 45 is not just a technicality, it's the key to survival. Consider this, even a 2-day delay could cause chaos. Direct debits could bounce, triggering fees. Rent could be late, risking conflict with landlords. Prepayment meters could run out, cutting off gas and electricity in the middle of a cold night. For those without savings to fall back on, that's catastrophic. And yet, this September pensioners and benefit claimants can rest assured. There will be no such delays. Payments are guaranteed. And that promise is worth more than gold. Of course, there may still be the occasional hiccup. Banks process payments at different times of day, so money might not always appear first thing in the morning. If your payment hasn't landed by the end of your scheduled day, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Contact the DWP directly. They have systems in place to trace payments and resolve issues quickly. And for anyone with internet access, the official gov.uk website remains the most reliable source of up-to-date information. So, what's the bigger picture here? The truth is, these payments are more than just money. They represent stability. They represent trust. They represent the promise that no matter how tough things get, there is a baseline of support that pensioners and vulnerable households can count on. Looking ahead to October, November, and the deep winter months, that baseline will become even more important. Energy bills will climb higher. Health pressures will increase. Spending on prescriptions, transport, and support will rise. And many will be asking the same question: will the government step in with more help, like extra winter fuel payments or cost of living support? For now, nothing new has been confirmed. But the government has a track record of announcing additional support in the colder months, so it's vital to stay informed. If you're a pensioner or carer, check regularly whether you're eligible for pension credit or other schemes. Because pension credit doesn't just top up your income, it also opens the door to other entitlements, from help with council tax to reduced utility bills. At the heart of it, though, one thing is absolutely certain: September 2025's state pension and benefit payments are safe, scheduled, and on time. And in a world filled with financial uncertainty, that is news worth celebrating. So tonight, as households across the UK prepare for the colder months ahead, millions can go to bed knowing one thing: their pension, their benefits, their vital income will be there exactly when promised. No delays, no surprises. Just the dependable support that keeps households running, keeps dignity intact, and keeps fear at bay. Thank you for watching Pensioners Power. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights on the issues that affect the UK. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates.